Well, welcome to another vlog. We are going to the Children's Museum here in Indianapolis. It is the greatest.
It is the world's greatest children's
We
museum.
say it every time, but we love it. So we are very excited. We haven't been, I think, in like a year.
Yeah.
And it's like a free day they have, and it is packed. All right, so we're here. We're stopping to get a coffee to be able to walk around with. And we brought our stroller. Surprise. We brought our stroller because we were like, well, it's nice to kind of hold the diaper bag because Felicity, I mean, this museum's big, but it's not that big. She'd be fine, you know, walking around. But really just to hold our stuff. And I realize someday when we really truly don't need a stroller, I'm gonna really miss it for holding our water or our coffee, diaper bag or snack bag, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, so we're gonna get some coffees, maybe a juice or something for the kids, and then go explore. It just said, okay, now I'm realizing it's gone. It just said they sell Dole Whip here too. I'm like, what? Okay, this is amazing. The day we're here is President's Day, and they've got Abe Lincoln here today, folks. Oh my gosh. They've got a carousel, so we're gonna ride that. They said it's, I think, 100 years old, just like the museum. Actually, I think it's older than 100 years old, which is so cool. As always, the Dinosphere area here is so cool. This is just like a tiny bit of it. I am so excited to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Brooklinen. So those are the sheets and bedding that we have used for years in this household. I absolutely love them. So highly recommend if you are in the market. I want to tell you about my favorite from Brooklinen. If you are wanting a little bit of guidance, both me and my husband Tyler, love the Luxe Sateen sheet set. I always recommend if you were in the market to get their hardcore bundles because that includes their core sheet set, which is a fitted sheet, a flat sheet, and 2 pillowcases. Then you get 2 extra pillowcases in the bundle and a duvet cover. You can mix and match colors and patterns. You can really make it your own. I know Brooklinen just recently launched some new colors and patterns too. So if you've clicked around in the past, didn't find one that vibed with you, you might look again because they have some new ones. But Brooklinen sheets have over 200,000 5-star reviews. So they are not just loved by me for years, but they are well loved by so many other people. So the Luxe Sateen ones, the reason we love this particular line of their sheets is that they are really tightly woven and kind of have this slightly luminous sheen, but it's very slight. It looks very high-end hotel, and it has this really buttery soft feeling to them. And I think that is why both of us, like when we pull the duvet over us and like turn over in bed, you just feel that like, I can't explain it. I just love it so much. So one thing we were wanting to do was kind of jazz up our bed a bit and add just a little bit more texture. So this is Brooklinen's Dream Weave Waffle Bed Blanket. I have it layered between our flat sheet and our comforter. I've been kind of messing with how I like it. I've also had it just kind of like folded on the end of the bed too, which I liked. But this time of year, like we're in hibernation mode. It's super cold. I'm looking out the window at so much snow, and having that little bit of extra warmth option is nice at night. And this one is 100% Turkish cotton. It is super soft. It's slightly stretchy. The kids have been loving it too. Their favorite game right now is pretending to put each other to bed. And this has been their blanket of choice that they rip off the bed, which is great on the days that I actually take the time to make the bed. I just love it. So I do appreciate that Brooklinen kind of does make it easy for you to kind of add layers and texture to your bed. Especially with a blanket like this. I feel like it kind of took the guesswork out of it for me. You see cute beds of people online and I'm like, well, how do I create that though? And Brooklinen has made it really easy. You could also put this as like a top layer on your bed. You could get a pop of color and use it in that way. So I just think it's really versatile. So you can click the Brooklinen link down in the description box for a special offer. So whether it's your first time hearing about Brooklinen or you're a returning shopper, Brooklinen has something for everyone. They have so many different things, like I said. I recommend their towels too. I love them so much. It's the only towels we have in the house. I love them. And as I've said repeatedly, you know, we spend a third of our lives sleeping in our beds, and hopefully if you're getting enough sleep. And I feel like investing in higher quality bedding is worth it to me. And this is definitely higher quality. It's gonna last through so many washes and dries. I mean, even this new blanket, the bed blanket, I have washed and dried it recently, and It's good as new. Like it's so high quality. So highly recommend Brooklinen. Like I said, link will be below to get a special offer. Thank you, Brooklinen, for supporting me and sponsoring this video. So I am getting ready for the day and figured I'd just chat with you guys. I love doing it's like chatting with a friend. Do you remember, maybe some of you guys watching this are in this like exact time in your life, but I have a strong suspicion most of us are past that. But I love and miss like being in college or maybe even high school or even just as a young adult and getting ready with your friends. Like maybe you're going out for the night and so you're listening to music and you're doing your makeup and hair, and I just feel like that's such a happy, fun girl time memory. And yeah, I don't know, that just, I think wow, that really did change the lighting there. I think there's just that piece of my life that I loved, that sometimes when I'm getting ready and filming it and chatting with you guys, that's kind of what it feels like. I guess minus the music, but you get what I'm saying. Oh my gosh. What kind of music, what era, what music were you listening to? Like what, because I know we're not all the same age watching this, obviously. For me, college was, what were we listening to? Like Justin Timberlake when he was like I guess he still is a solo artist, but back in the day. So like JT, why can't I think of what I listened to? I don't know. It was just like that era, I feel like. Maybe a little beyond. I listened to a lot of John Mayer back then for sure too. So I got a couple things, new things in makeup wise that I had been putting off trying, but I might just try here. These are the Makeup Forever Super Boost. I'm still on their PR and I'm still on Kosas PR. Kosas I really like. So like I'm happy to still be on their PR. Makeup Forever, I don't feel like they send crazy things often, like not too many things, and I appreciate that. So still on theirs. So this is a moisture boosting skin tint. I mean, it sounds like exactly what I would like. So let me look up like how to actually use it. Makeup Forever Super Boost Skin Tint. I am so lazy at this point, you guys. Like I don't type anything. I do voice for everything. Hi, handsome. Okay, $36 at Sephora. At least it's not $70. One thing, this is pricey, speaking of prices of things, the A-Luminate Brightening Serum from Alastin. I have been using for a little while now and really enjoying. I use it morning and night, but it was something my esthetician recommended. So she sent me home with a sample and I used it and I was like, okay, I love it. The idea is that it brightens and it also helps kind of even everything out. And I was really noticing a difference. So that is what I've been doing in my routine, but it's so pricey that I'm like, oh, I'm using it twice a day. Like I'm going to go through it so quickly. So we'll see, but I really do like it. But I'm also at that point where I'm like, I would rather have fewer skincare products that I feel like really, really work than a bunch of them that I feel so about. Like if I'm really liking that, it's pricey though, but you know, like those are the kinds of products I'm wanting to find. Okay, so it says it's a hydrating and plumping skin tint, buildable, sheer to medium. Wow, coverage. Leaves a radiant, healthy skin finish. I mean, sounds like what everyone's launching right now, but I'm all about it. Hyaluronic acid for sheer coverage, pressed down on the end of the tube. So that's the thing. Look at this packaging. It's kind of unique. So I think I push it like there, like that. Okay, press down on the tube once. Okay, and release. I just push it like 1,000 times. Use fingers to apply on forehead, cheeks, chin, blending outward. Push to dispense more product to build to desired coverage. Use fingers. So they repeatedly say use fingers. So we're using fingies. Fingies only, folks. So I've got 2 shades. All right, that is shade number 1. And this is shade number 2. I'm thinking probably 2. Or maybe a mix, honestly. It's always so hard. Yeah, 2 might be a little... Here, let's just do a little swipe of each. I don't remember which was which. Hold on. I mean, I can see which is which, but my finger, I think I dipped the same finger into both shades. So hold on. All right, we got enough of 2 there. Oh, I'm just squeezing it. It said to push it on the end, I guess. Oh yeah, that works well, but I was just squeezing it and it also worked, in case you're curious. All right, let's just see. I think 1 is too light. Yeah, 2 seems closer. So, all right, 2 it is. Cool. Actually, honestly, shade number 1, I feel like my sister, she's a little bit, one of my sisters is fairer than I am, so I think she might like that. So let's put on a little sunscreen first. Then I'm using the Kiehl's Better Screen. Trying to use this up too. I have been working through, baby. I have gone through, if you saw my empties video that I just talked about, I have been working through a stash of products. So I'm now finally getting to a point where I'm like, okay, I don't have any like backstash. Like I'm actually working through what I own. What a concept, you know. I'm going to give that a minute to sink in before applying this. Okay, so we're going to give this a whirl. I appreciate the kind of unique packaging, I have to say. Did I get the right shade? Okay, yeah. So I'm just going to start in the center of the face, as they said, and kind of blend and tap outward. I got to get my mirror involved a little bit more here. It's not a good day to do it. I feel like I've got a little bit of dry skin around. Well, maybe it's a great day to do it because you can see what it looks like. I don't know how well you can see. I've got like a little bit of dry skin there, and I feel like it's just kind of catching in those little areas. Yeah, it's dry skin. I was trying to see if it's like pilling up, but no, it's dry skin. Definitely a thin layer. I mean, I'm trying to decide if I'm even noticing much of a difference. Let's just do a second layer just on like a cheek and compare. Because some people like that have really, really great skin, like they don't want, and I know some of you guys watching are like, I don't really want a lot of coverage. And honestly, like I don't want a crazy amount of coverage, but I do want some. If I'm going to take the time to do all this, especially with my fingers, where in the weirdest way, sometimes applying with your fingers takes more work. So a second layer with, and a second layer with just the one. No, you know what I mean. One layer. I feel like it's definitely got a little more coverage to it. So let's do a second layer on the rest of the face. I can see why they would be like, don't, like, just do your fingers, guys. Don't even bother, because this formula is so thin and kind of unique that I think it really would not work well with a sponge, especially. The sponge would just soak it right up, or a brush. So I can see why they would recommend. And that's why I always try to check on the how to use, because so many things, like I'm used to applying things the way I'm used to applying them. So I'm like, all right, I'll just use a sponge. That's what I do, blah, blah, blah. But with certain things, the formula just does not work well with that. It's just looking so weird on that area. Can you guys see it? Let me pull it in natural lighting. It's almost harder to see because it's so white outside with the snow. I'll show you in a sec. Anyway, can you see? No, I might honestly wipe this off and start over with something else, because while my skin has that will drive me nuts all day long. I can't deal. So I'm going to do just like Misha BB cream or something I know I love, and then meet back with you guys because I want to try that Kosas. They have a pink powder I want to try here in a sec. Let me show you what it looks like outside. Look at that. So snowy, so beautiful, but also I miss the sun. Okay, next up, this is the Kosas pink powder. They sent me two. This one's the translucent buttery. This is the translucent candy. So it's their cloud set loose powder. It's humongous. I want to use this on my under eyes because that is how I tend to use my other pink powder I have from Jones Road that I'm like halfway through. Really, really like this stuff. It definitely is a pink vibe. Like you can definitely notice it, but I kind of like it from time to time. So I've used, like I said, I'm halfway through that. I really, really like it. So I'm excited to give this a whirl. Appreciate this kind of packaging for a loose powder so much. So I'm gonna kind of get a little bit up there. All right. Then I'm gonna take, they sent a little cutie powder puff, but honestly, I don't wanna dirty this one up yet. I've just got one from Amazon that I'm kind of in the middle of using. I don't know. But I'm just gonna get it on the powder puff like that. Rub it in a bit, and then let's just see. Okay. You can definitely see the pinkness of it all, you know, but it definitely flattened that area, kind of brightened. The reason I think I like the pink powder look is that it kind of blends into your blush. So if you're doing a slightly higher blush placement anyway, I feel like it can just look really pretty and seamless, but I can see why not everyone likes that, but I do. But I do think if I didn't put on blush, it would almost look odd. Like even like this, I feel like this, I mean, you're seeing it pretty up close. I feel like I need that blush to kind of blend into it, and I can't explain it other than that. So, I mean, I'll have to keep testing this. It looks good. It looks similar to the Jones Road one, but this has got, I mean, it looks like way more product. This has 20 grams. The Jones Road one has 6.5. So way more bang for your buck. If you were wanting a pink powder and you knew you already liked it, you know, this is gonna last me the rest of my life. I mean, forever. So cool, that is exciting. The other thing I wanted to try are these Make It Forever glosses. This is the shade, actually let me try, I kept two. They sent the whole line and I passed them on, I donated. But Boundless Berry, let's give this a whirl. I've heard people are loving these. So, oh, it's got more color than I expected. Ooh, it smells good, like slight vanilla. I love that. Ooh, look how smooth it's made my lips look. I don't know that I love this color on me, but it's made my lips look so, look at my bottom lip. Let's try the other one. So this is the one I was the most excited about because it's kind of clear, but with a little glitter. This is called Fairy Glimmer. Oh yeah, just clear with that little bit of like almost a purpley pink sheen. That's pretty. So yeah, I'll keep trying these. I'll keep you guys posted. But I like the way they feel. They feel a little minty. I actually tasted the mint, but they smell a little bit vanilla-y. But it's not overpowering either. The smell's not overpowering. So anyway, I'll keep trying those out, but glad that these are working better. I'm actually kind of bummed. I might keep trying the number 2 with maybe less skincare underneath. Like, you know what I mean? There's different things I could try just to see. And plus, like if I'm having a good skin day and I don't have dry skin, I might like it. I don't know. So I'm not going to get rid of it just yet. I'll keep playing with it, keep messing with it. Thanks for hanging out with me while we got ready. Okay, can I just say, I'm having one of those mental mornings. No. I'm having one of those mornings where my mind feels so clouded by all of the things I need to do, because a lot of the things I need to do right now involve like tax season and getting documents uploaded, like that kind of thing. I also think I'm gonna need to switch accounting firms, which affects my like bookkeeping, back-end stuff, business forms, like all these things that, to be honest, I don't fully understand. So there's already that confusion and frustration of not understanding it well enough, but also knowing that I'm going to be, basically I'm way overpaying for what I'm using. So I'm hoping to switch. I already have an idea. I've talked with another friend that does what I do. Anyway, long story short, that's all been bumping around in my head and it's making me crazy today. Like I feel like I can't actually focus on what needs to be done today because I'm focused on what needs to be done in the coming weeks and months. Do you know what I mean? Do you ever have days like that? I got up this morning and did an early morning workout like I've been doing. I'm still going strong. And usually like going on a run will kind of clear my mind enough. It kind of like shakes out, you know, all that's bumping around in there. But it didn't work this time because they're still bumping around. So I think, I was talking to Tyler this morning, I'm like, okay. And he gave me this advice and I think it's a great idea. I need to just sit down and list out on a piece of paper everything that is in my head and kind of prioritize it, put it in a list that's usable, because I definitely thrive on having like a roadmap of some kind that I can say, okay, this first, then this, then this. So like with taxes, what needs to be done? We're trying to launch merch for our Disneyville podcast. And it has been one of those things that there's little things that need to get done that we have to do. We do have someone helping us with it, which I so appreciate. And she's done a lot of the heavy lifting with that. But the little things we need to get done, like Tyler has to sit with me and do it because it involves his business too. And those little kinds of things add up. So anyway, I know that in a few weeks, when a lot of this is done, I'll be like, what was I so stressed about, you know? But just wanting to share it here because sometimes it feels good to talk about it. And I know I'm not alone in having those days where you can't clear your mind to focus on what you actually need to focus on. So I have a few hours where I can actually get some stuff done today. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm starving. I'm going to have something to eat and then I'm going to kind of buckle down. I was going to go to the grocery store, but I think I'm going to try to just order some groceries. I'll do a little grocery haul when they arrive, but that way I can really focus in on checking off as many to-dos as I possibly can, because later today, Genevieve, her art was chosen for this little art show. So we're going to go see that. And that is so exciting. She was, I mean, elated. And it's so cute because I said, well, what piece of art was it? Do you know? And she's like, oh, I don't know. She said, probably all my art. I'm like, well, maybe, but she was so excited. So I'm very excited to celebrate her. She definitely, that is something she is into. So it just makes my heart so happy. So we're going to get to celebrate her today on this cold February day. And if you just kept up with me in that, wow, I feel like I was talking really fast anyway. So I'm laughing because I just had my lunch, but of course it was, well, you know what it was. But look at the bones of my kiwi. I cut them all, like I sliced the kiwi and then I cut each slice in half so then I could just go like an orange smile, you know, you just bite it. Just looking at the little graveyard of kiwi bones. That sounds gross. But anyway, all right. So I guess I should order the groceries first because we won't have ingredients to make dinner tonight if I don't. And then I need to like list out and get some stuff done. But now my tummy's full, so that's good. I think I'm gonna order from Kroger. I sometimes will do Walmart Plus as well. I used to do Instacart a lot more, but that was, I would get like a free Instacart membership with my credit card or something, and I no longer get that. And so I've found that Kroger does a great job if you have, I know that's not nationwide, but a lot of you guys have it. Kroger does a great job, but sometimes if you need it quickly, Kroger just uses Instacart anyway, which just is what it is, you know. They seem to have like all the specific, like we like a certain kind of eggs, whatever, they have all of those things, which is always so nice. So I'm gonna build my cart here, and we've been using the Alexa, never mind, app. It's the bane of my existence and also makes my life easier. It's awful. I'm like, I hate it. I want to get rid of it, but also I'm like, but I love it and I use it so much. Anyway, Gigi has started adding things to our list. She wants grape mouthwash. Okay. Anyway, why it's under produce, I don't know. I'm dilly-dallying. Let's get to work. Listen, one benefit of ordering things online, like groceries, is half the time you can't find what you're looking for in the store anyway when it's like really random things. And so when you're just typing it in, you can find it. I couldn't find, Tyler was dying to try papaya, and because he said The Rock eats papaya, so he wanted papaya. Anyway, and I was curious, I'd never had papaya just straight up either. I've had it, I think, in things, but anyway, I looked in Kroger and numerous other stores numerous times over the course of weeks when I'd be in there getting groceries, never could find it, and found it on Kroger online. So there you go. Anyway. All right. Let me show you what we have got here. I refuse to do more than 2 trips to the front door. Okay. All right. I always say this is a judgment-free zone, okay? I always end up getting like one comment where it's like, I can't believe you allow your kids to eat this. I'm like, listen, I do my best, genuinely do, but if you have kids and young kids, you know what it's like. We're gonna start strong. Toaster strudels. This is Genevieve's favorite. She has it like at least once a week for breakfast. She's like, please can I have toaster strudels? So it's like an exciting thing for her. She absolutely loves them. In fairness to her, these are delicious. We got some Stonefire naan. These are so good. They're so good in hummus, in guacamole, like any of that. Got some lemons we need for some recipes. We're actually keeping it pretty simple this week with what we're having. I've got sweet potatoes. Always have sweet potatoes. Got some green onions, cheese slices. Oh, Kerrygold butter. They now sell it. If you're a Kerrygold person like me, we've been loving this for years, and I'm thrilled that Kerrygold is getting the recognition it has always deserved in the wider community. Just kidding. They usually, like forever, they've only sold 2 packs, and then they'll have like the same size, but like all 1 brick. Now they sell 4 packs of both this and the unsalted. So I've got the unsalted in here somewhere. We're also doing a quick meal this week of like tofu, stir fry vegetables, and then we'll do like fried rice. And then sometimes we'll add, we've got some frozen edamame. We'll throw in there too. Sometimes we'll scramble an egg or 2 to make the fried rice feel like real fried rice. And then put teriyaki sauce on it, Japanese barbecue sauce, whatever you want. So good, so easy, and makes great lunches as well, great leftovers. So that is something we are doing this week. Got the kids some yogurt. They've been stealing our like grown-up yogurt. So I was like, let's get them there. We usually all get like the yogurt tubes, but I think they just like the action of like, so anyway, bought them some of that. Did you guys know they still made Ritz Bits? I didn't. I know I've gotten versions of this at like Aldi and places with the peanut butter, but I'm gonna be honest, I wanted a few of these. Got chocolate chips, Tyler's mouthwash, the TheraBreath. I get the pink one, he gets the light blue one. His and hers, that's so dumb. That's just the one he likes, and the pink one just happens to be the one I like, okay? So dumb. Okay. Oh, all right, we got cheese dip. I couldn't tell you the last time I bought something like this. Tyler is hoping, he's been baking his way through the King Arthur cookbook, And coming soon, he's making pretzels, like soft pretzels. So we were like, okay, well, if you're gonna make pretzels, we're gonna need to have cheese sauce with it, okay? Anyway, all right, on to the healthier stuff, all right? Carrots, we got some chicken breast. This frozen kind, we usually buy the frozen kind to have in like crock pot meals, things like that. Got some broccoli, some eggies, of course. Have any of you guys tried this? It's fried rice seasoning. Looks a little sketchy, I'm gonna be real honest. But I was gonna buy like frozen fried rice, but I was like, well, we always get the vegetables already. We don't really need the rice to already have it in there because we're gonna add it. And then we add the edamame, and then we add some scrambled eggs. So didn't know this was a thing until I was searching on there. Sorry, it's my sister. I have 3 sisters, okay, and 2 brothers, big family. One of my sisters is the kind of texter, and I gotta be honest, I can be guilty of this too, but she's the kind of texter that will text like 6,000 times in a row. She's worse than me. She's worse than me. And she knows it. She knows it. So that's her. And it'll be about 10 before I check it. Anyway, so I'm going to give this a try. Just in regular rice to put this in there and then the stir fry veggies and kind of make my own. I'll report back. I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, sour cream. Of course, there's the unsalted Kerrygold. All right, continuing on, we've got some strawberries. They're looking okay. Strawberries are so hard. I got ground turkey. Here, a couple of them actually. Oh, this, I was wanting the other kind. This is the Dave's Killer Bread brand English muffins. These are great, but I was wanting to get, they have like the grainy one, and I wanted that, but they were sold out. So she replaced it with this, which I mean is also delicious. I'm fine with that, but yeah, I'm excited to have that. Chopped kale, I'll usually buy a big bag of it just for smoothies. So I'll literally just have it in my freezer. It's perfect for that. And then kale's not something I love. Like I don't love a kale salad, but I'll eat spinach salads and mixed greens. So this is a great way for me to eat kale in my diet in the smoothies, and I don't have to actually chomp on it. We got some dark red kidney beans. We got some black beans for different things. Oh, teriyaki sauce. I want to find a healthier one though. I gotta be honest. This is less sodium, which is nice, but I need to do a little digging and find one that's maybe, I don't know, maybe just slightly better. So cream cheese. These girls love bagels, so that will definitely get used. More beans. Ooh, raspberries. I really want to go to Costco and get their raspberries again, but these look pretty good. We'll need to eat them. Me and Lissy will share those. Got some salad and celery, and then blueberries. I'm making this chicken couscous soup, and it calls for lemon and dill. It's actually absolutely delicious. So you had that, I feel like you have to actually have fresh dill for. So glad they had that. Got some chicken breast for another meal we're doing. So anytime we're doing, this is just the way we do it. Anytime we're making chicken breast and it's like its own star of the show, you know, I'll get refrigerated chicken breast. But if it's one that's going in a crock pot meal, whatever, that's when I'll use frozen. I mean, we do it both ways when we need to, but Tyler requested some steak. I don't know if I got the right kind of steak for what he wanted. Gosh, that's expensive. It said on there like $10 a pound, but it didn't let you really choose. I couldn't see where I could choose how much, so, whew, jeez Louise. Oh no, did she give me 2? Or did I not remove? Oh no, we have $50 worth of steak. Am I allowed to return steak? Oh no. I wonder if I put one on and then added the other and forgot to remove. Oh my gosh. What do I do, guys? That's way too much steak. Can you freeze steak? I don't know. Oh my gosh. He is gonna crack up though. I'll be like, well, you asked for steak, boy, you got steak. I might see if I can, I know you can return things, but I want it to like, I don't want them to throw this away. If that's what's gonna happen, then I don't wanna return it. I'd rather, you know what I mean? So I'll figure it out. Don't you guys worry your pretty little heads, all right? I think that's everything. Never fear, we're gonna recycle these bags. I know someone's gonna say, but you know, it is what it is when you're ordering online. There's not really any way around it, you know? So yay for having groceries. I need to get these suckers put away. And by the way, I have had very focused time and I'm really proud of myself because a lot of the undesirable things I was able to get done today. I'm very thankful for that. My mind is feeling a little bit more at ease, and that's always the goal, isn't it? I heard this like life coach or something like that on Instagram. I just followed her. She was saying something like, when we're always wanting to solve our problems and be mentally, to kind of like move past and feel peace and feel comfortable, the reality is like what we actually are doing when we're going through hard times is increasing our capacity to handle those kinds of things. You will never be in a spot where you have no more challenges. Like, yes, parts of your life can be easier than others. There's no doubt about that, whether it's financially, mentally, physically, young kids versus like kids that are more grown, all of that. But you will always have challenges in your life, and the idea that we need to embrace those challenges to a certain extent and recognize that the goal is not to be past any part of challenge in our life. The goal is to learn from each of them and recognize that it's just increasing our capacity to be able to handle the next challenge that comes your way, and you get better at handling that. And I don't know if I explained that well, but I loved the mentality of that, and I'm trying to keep that in mind too. Just in general, this has not been that much of a challenge. This has just been a weird mood today. But anyway, okay, so let's get these put away. The celery is humongous. I can't fit it in the veggie drawer. Why is it so big? Guys, my nail, like, it ripped off. I know. Like, my nail is still there, but like the powder dip on top ripped off, and so we are not feeling great on my pinky. And I just like poked it right in the tender spot. We got 2 things of eggs, by the way, because we usually will bring 1 to work. $1 million worth of eggs, honestly, at this point. But we'll boil some. I might make some egg salad, and then of course some of those will go to work. And eggs will last longer than I always think they will, which is nice. I just filmed the first like sit down video I've done in a very long time, and it was so nice. So obviously if you're watching this, you've seen I've been doing so many more vlog style videos, and I've been loving that, but I definitely have missed the sit down. So I think as I'm content planning for next month, I think I'm going to include them a little bit more often, because I did miss this. Anyway, it was an empties video. I'm trying to think of the order of videos. I think it'll be after, it might be before this one. Well, anyway, whenever you end up seeing it, I think it's before this video. If not, if you haven't caught it, I will link it below to check it out next. It was a lot of products. I need to actually count them, but it was maybe my most products I've reviewed in one video. I don't know, but it was so much skincare, and I definitely had some strong feelings, good and bad, about some kind of popular skincare products. So definitely check it out. But yeah, so now I brought Pinocchio with me today because he is in his February. He's just like sad. I'm like, I know, bud. Me too. February is so hard. Like, we're so close to the end of it, but I'm like, it's just a hard month to get through. So I know a lot of people say January is harder, but I think because my birthday happens to be in January, for me, it's a little more fun. I have like that to look forward to. But man, February, I'm like, bleh. I feel like if we can just make it to March, then it's like, okay. Because March, I picture March, I'm like, all right, there's a little bit of winter, but then you get like some rainstorms, but it's a little bit warmer. Like, I'll take it. So we're almost there, friends. We're almost there. So today we are going on a little play date with a friend of mine and her kiddo, who is Felicity's age as well. And we're going to another indoor playground. I went to it, I mentioned it previously. The kids loved it. So Lissy and I are going to do that. It's going to be so fun. And it's a place that sells coffee too. So I'm like, perfect. But anyway, outfit of the day. This is my new favorite shirt from Aerie. I always find, or I should say American Eagle. I actually don't, I mean, they're like one and the same, but they are different. Same website. Anyway, I'll link it below, whatever it is. But I like that it kind of looks like denim, but it's actually just like a soft, cottony, whatever. I'm not good at, I'm sorry, I'm not good at fabrics. I know someone's like dying right now listening to me describe this. Anyway, but I just love it. It's legging friendly. We love that. Got my little shorty boots on. These socks I buy on Amazon, and they are like that perfect sock for this kind of thing. You know what I mean? Anyway, love it. This was old merch of mine, like from years ago. So sorry. It has been quite a day. Fast forward a bit from the last clip. Today was a day that kind of turned into a bigger day than it was ever intended to be. Lissy and I had like a little play date at that. I think I vlogged about it. Did I vlog about it? The indoor little playground we were going to. super fun, as I expected. And it's my new friend is just so lovely. She's one of those people that she is so good at conversation. It's incredible. I'm like, gosh, like I could take notes. Like, anyway, but she invited me kind of last minute. She got some tickets to see a show tonight literally down the street. So we did that. It was super fun. And, but it was so unexpected. So it kind of worked out really well because we kind of all had dinner here, and then Tyler got the girls to bed while I went with her. So that was enjoyable. So now I'm home. I've got some tea. It was kind of nice because it was fun, but it was a short show. So I was home by like 9:15. I'm like, perfect. So getting some laundry folded, enjoying some tea. This is chamomile tea by Tazo. The show we saw was like a Grease, like the musical, the movie review kind of, but they also had like factoids. So it was super fun. I mean, you know every song to it, so it was fun to sing along. But I feel like by the end, my cheeks hurt from smiling so much. But my hair, I did it this way just for funsies. But me and my friend dressed, and like literally everyone there as Bad Sandy, you know. Basically, I just wore black head to toe because that was all I had for this last minute thing. But it was super fun to see everyone else dressed up as well. Today was my big laundry day, so I was trying to fit this in amidst Lissy kind of napping, and then her nap was later, and then she was still up when I got home because she was still, like, her sleep schedule today was just so wonky, which is really a shame because I'm like, I laid her down at like 12:30, which is her usual nap time, but she just did not fall asleep until later. So anyway, I don't know how much you guys care, but that's the things I think about each day. Anyway, so I'm going to try to get this laundry folded, but I figured I would end this vlog. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for staying all the way to the end. If you did stay all the way to the end, isn't there like a disco emoji? Just thinking about Grease lightning, put a 3 disco emojis down in the comments. Then I'll know you are part of the club that watched the video all the way to the end. Anyway, I love you all so much. I also want to thank Brooklinen, of course, for being the sponsor of today's video. If you want to check out Brooklinen, click my link below to get a special offer. Again, whether you've bought from Brooklinen before or not, they have so many different things to choose from. I love their towels. I obviously love their sheet sets. Highly recommend the Luxe Sateen Hardcore Bundle and their new Dreamweave Waffle Bed Blanket. I love that. So thank you so much, Brooklinen, and thank you guys so much, as always, for the support and for watching all my videos and commenting below and liking the videos. It really does help me out, and I really do appreciate it. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.